Hello guys, here we are again today for the second time, and the reason being we're going to do a bit of update in the format. We're going to try it. Hopefully it's not going to be hopefully it's going to be a good change for you guys. So basically we're going to split the entrepreneur of the week and the news into two different broadcasts, so you can choose which one are you more interested to see. So this part now going to be the real estate news part. So let's get to it. All right, guys. So we have daily updates on our website for our community from Real Estate USA. All right, so let's see what's going on. So how can you make money in real estate without equity? One way is sublease, but what it means. Sublease practical meaning rent a cheap property, rent expensively. So why would they hire us and not contact the conference owner directly? So that's the point. Pay attention. I turn to large entities that do not have the time and manpower to look for assets. Huge companies, government bodies, and finds out through the auction body which properties they need for rent. Large entities rent long-term. Looking for an affiliate property, more effective price negotiation, and submits an offer plus 10 to 20% to the big body. If I want the offer, ensures me a profit of thousands of shekels every month for years. The whole process is done on a computer except for signing the contract. The bottom line, sublease is an excellent profit for entrepreneurs without equity. So people ask me on other ways to make money in real estate without equity. So you can leave your comment below if you have other ideas of creating income in real estate without having equity. All right, let's go to another post. I fear that cyber attack tried to steal my money when the management company did the wiring. I received such a message from transfer that the money from TransferWise, that money goes back to the account and cannot go to where I supposedly wanted to transfer it. Does my concern make sense? What can be done so that there are no more thefts during the wiring? And is it related to me and my password that may have been hacked? All right, your transfer has been canceled. All right, I don't see an issue with that. I use Wire. TransferWise just changed their name to wise.com. And, sometimes there might be an issue with the routing number, so they just refund. It happens to me just this week. Some comments. Do not be in a hurry to conclude that it is a cyber attack. It could very well be that they have transferred in a type of transfer that TransferWise doesn't know. I also had an issue that, you have different kind of routing numbers, ACH and wiring. So sometimes using one of them didn't work, and then the money is returned. So you need to use the other one. I don't think it's a cyber attack. All right, let's see another update. Judge Devney Friedrich says that CDC has exceeded its authority to ban evictions for tenants who are in rent during the COVID-19 epidemic. So there's a huge debate now that talks about if the CDC can actually control eviction processes or not. So there was an appeal on that, but then it was withdrawn. Let's see. Judge Devney Friedrich says CDC exceeded its authority with ban on eviction for tenants behind on rent during COVID-19 pandemic. No job, no rent. This ruling negates a program that helped millions of tenants who have fallen behind on their rent during the coronavirus pandemic. All right, let's see the next one. Hello, I need help. I have a number of issues with two single-family properties. In the first property, there are tenants who did not pay a lot of time for water and sewage. A debt of over $3,500 has accumulated. The tenants still live in the property and pay rent in the second property. There were tenants who did not pay rent for a long period of several months, about $4,000. As soon as they received an eviction notice on the door, they created a lot of damage to the house and left, all according to the management company. Damage estimated at $6,000. Debts for water and sewage, about $3,000. Fines for moving the loan, $400. Total damage to the two properties in the region of $17,000. Number of questions at your disposal. Number one, water and sewage. In the contract with the tenant, it is clearly stated that they have to pay these bills. Why should this debt worry me? Is it possible to demand them to pay? Number two, the damages, not non-payment of rent, loan fines. Can the tenants be sued in the property where they created damage to the apartment, ripped carpets, broke windows, stole things from the kitchen, and more? Received fines on loan, the period of not paying the rent. Number three, the management company. Is it possible to sue the management company which receives a monthly payment for the management of the properties for not collecting water and sewage payment from the tenants, or the minimum did not announce it for a very long time until such debt accumulated? All messages, mail, etc. are forwarded to the address of the management company. At least apply to the real estate ethics committee. All right, so let's see if there are any. All right, I don't see a response yet, so you can go to the website and respond to this user and help them out. Let's see the next one. All right, the first stages in the world of real estate investing. What is the first step to a successful real estate deal? Once a decision is made to invest in real estate and after choosing the market, the next step we need to perform is an in-depth market survey. An in-depth and professional market survey is done on foot and not through rumors, because if you have decided to invest according to the opinions of others, it is better that you do not invest at all, because even so, chances are you will fail. So why is it really important to go hours and hours to learn the market you are starting to work in? Once we really walk around and learn the market through our feet, we understand how the market works, what really happens in it, when it happens, why, etc. We understand who the population is, what their needs and abilities are, how they operate, and why. No one can challenge us, and we know all the market prices. We know all the neighbors in the area and all the house committees, and as soon as new apartment goes up for sale, we will be the first to see it. Why not be the first to buy? Because it may not always suit us. In addition, we will have some more negotiable cards that we can use thanks to the market survey we did ourselves and not through brokers or through rumors and friends. You will discover the same cards during the market survey and the conversation with the neighbors and the population in the area. It is important that all neighbors in the area know us as a serious and potential buyer for the apartment. That way, as soon as they hear someone is selling, they will pick up our phone, or maybe even they will suddenly want to sell and we will be first in line. Thank you for that post. All right, another one. An interesting precedent-settling ruling by the U.S. District Court on the repeal of the CDC. So we already spoke about that, but that's another post about it. Let's see if there are some more details. Sweeping directive banning tenants' actions. The judge noted that the directive should be repealed throughout the United States. Is this the end of a verse? Probably not. The U.S. Department of Justice intends to appeal the decision to prevent mass evictions of tenants. All right. All right. Let's see another one. Hey, anyone have recommendation for a Las Vegas management company? So if you are a Las Vegas management company, you can go on our site and comment about it. North Collingwood, Cleveland, Ohio. I would love to hear opinions here about owning a property in this area regarding the area development, safety, etc. All right. First flip operation in Massachusetts. All right. First flip operation in Massachusetts. I bought a property under LLC and work with a licensed and insured contractor, but I pay subcontractors directly. The property itself is insured, and I wanted to insure the LLC as well. The only insurance companies that are willing to insure the LLC are willing to insure under the expensive contractor category. Has anyone encountered a similar problem? All right. No responses for that as well yet. So if you know the answer, please go on the site. We're going to leave the links to this post in the video below. I'm interested in investing in the US and want to understand what we will say. Can the rent go into an account in Israel, or do I have to open an account in the United States? Is the rent I received taxable in Israel or the United States? Transferring funds from an account abroad to an account in Israel is taxable. All right, let's see. We have some answer here. US tax payment is made once a year for a tax return report. At the level of the principal, there is an agreement between Israel and the US that there is no double tax payment if you paid in Israel. You will not pay in the US, but I assume there are reservations to this rule, so it is best to consult an accountant. I highly recommend Asher Turiel, who can help you with your money transfer. Another answer, taxable both. Highly recommend consulting Omri Bitas. Transfer does not have but must pay tax both in the state and abroad. All right, and the last one for today. Hypothetical consultation to you. The property owners, management companies actually know written from the tenant's point of view. One evening, we return home and see that there is some water in the area in front of the house, where there is usually none, and there was no rain. A closer look reveals that there is a water leak. They call the municipal hotline immediately. These arrive the next morning and update that there is a private leak. Immediately contact the management company to inform them of the leak and the need to repair. The management company, the homeowners, and the HOA chase each other for 2 weeks to decide among themselves who is responsible for this piece of land and should bear the expense of the repair. Meanwhile, the leak grows with each passing day, and you continue to send messages, photos, and videos of the waterfall flowing down the road to the management company every 2 days. 2 weeks later, the leak was finally repaired. The tenant is stuck with $1,450 water bill. The water company agrees based on the plumber acceptance, and after a month has passed and makes sure the water usage level is back to normal, about $50 each month to lower about 50% of the bill. So the water bill registered in your name were left with a $700 debt to the water company. The management company recommends running the tenant's insurance, but it has a deductible of $500. Is there a nice way to get the amount of the management company without spending a day in small print courts? I would also like to point out that in all the written messages between the tenant and the management company, there is also an offer from the tenant to hire a plumber, repair, and reduce the cost of the repair from the rent. The management company declined the offer. As for the water company, they say that the tenant was given the option to close the water leading to the house, but the tenant refused because of a family of 5 would not live in a house without running water. And no, I did not intend to bath and or do laundry in the creek. I would love insight. This is a property in North Carolina, if that matters. All right, let's see. All right, we have some comments about it. The management owner should split the cost of repair. As a landlord, I myself would first try to file insurance claim. As a tenant, I would take it off the next rent check and then let them call you to negotiate. Good luck. All right, guys, this is all updates for today, and thank you for being with us. If you didn't do it so till now, please click the like button and subscribe to our channel so you can get updates, and we will see you tomorrow.